Well, glad you guys are here. Have you had a good day? Some of you look really sad. Some of you look like you haven't done well in a while. So we're going to have some fun. This presentation is a little unusual. I've been doing real estate for a very long time. I'm 57 years old. I've been investing since I was 18. So I'm running on 4 decades. And what's interesting about real estate, a lot of people dip their toe in it. They think they know a lot about it. I talk to realty groups, mortgage bankers, and everybody thinks they pretty much have hung the moon and know how to do everything. But as soon as you hit to a point where you don't think you can learn anything, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. And a couple of things that I'm usually asked not to talk about are sex, race, religion, ethnic origin, or politics. So we'll probably do a little of that. And if you're sensitive, you probably want to go down and play the tables and go ahead and leave. But what's awesome about real estate right now, there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. You've heard some awesome speakers tonight. I was really impressed. There's a lot of cool stuff about the mortgage industry and about the market here in town. Here's the bottom line. History repeats itself. It always will. It always has. And what goes up comes down. And when you pace yourself and understand how to position yourself, you will always make money. And most of us are trained how to buy stuff at retail. I've been in Las Vegas now going on 10 days. I'm looking at 2 foreclosures in Anthem, 1 at McDonald's Ranch. I invest in Clark County. It's the best county to invest in the United States. It has the best foreclosure process. The county is very friendly. If you don't think it is, why don't you go to Springfield, Massachusetts, or go to some of these other places that have signs that real estate investors aren't welcome here. And they're mean, maniacal, twisted, and evil. This is an awesome place. People are moving here. But Las Vegas, Clark County is stupid. Most of the politicians are stupid. And we have some issues and problems. And people here, the first thing they do, many of you have, I got 3 of you in here, look like you're going to blow a lid. Just relax, okay? I'm not going to suck your toes and kiss some frogs. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to heaven. 3 of you I know are going to hell. So we're going to kind of kick it up a notch, and I'm going to show you some things you can do. And if you're only interested in investing in houses, I really think you're just like a loser. I mean, there's other things to invest in besides just doing houses, okay? Because houses is a lot like picking corn out of puke and put it back in the can for dinner, and after a while you'll get enough to make some money. So why don't you just do it the right way to begin with? I do houses. I did a house recently in Green Valley Ranch, picked the house up, sold it, made $235,000, 1 hit, 1 shot, and you can do things a little unusual. Now here's the issue with politics. The Democrats are probably going to win the next election. Is that a fair statement? Probably. It'll probably be Hillary and Obama against Giuliani and, I don't know, maybe Fred Thompson or maybe the Mormon. I'm not sure. Okay, Mitt Romney probably will be the running mate. Okay? Now, relax. It's okay. I can tell some of you are union members. Relax, okay? Just breathe, okay? What's awesome about positioning yourself is you need to position yourself so that you succeed in life. And the Clark County School Board last year signed up around 3,800. Give me 100 or 2 leeway here, around 3,800 school teachers. And of that number, most of them are not going to renew. They're going to leave Clark County. And you know what's neat is when your little girl has the same English teacher as your little boy, which is the same English teacher as you had when you went to that elementary school, that's called getting your roots down. Clark County has no roots. There are no roots. And school teachers here make $22,000 to $26,000 when they sign a new contract. Mean average price of a house here is over $300,000, and so your teachers don't stay; they leave. Union members right now, a lot of the housekeepers at this hotel, they rent. They don't own a home. And people tell me, we're sitting on all these homes. Well, there's a lot of people that need a home, but the problem is most of you put them in multiple listing book to try to sell them, which is just absolutely stupid. That is not the way to sell houses. And we're going to go into some strategies. Now, the Democrats will probably get in. And let me do a Democrat, then a Republican. All of you remember a guy by the name of Jimmy Carter? Do you remember him? He was a president, okay? I mean, it's okay. I can tell some of you didn't do well in school. It's all right. It's okay. When he was a president, we had interest rates of 17.75%. It's one of the worst periods of time in the economy. You couldn't sell anything if you had to. So what did I do? I started buying property all over the place. I made an absolute fortune because of Jimmy Carter. I love him. I wish he was our president for 100 years. I wish he could never be unelected. And he was incredible for me. I've done presentations at big shows with Jimmy. He's one of the nicest men I've ever met in my life. He smiles all the time, which makes me wonder what he's doing under his desk. But I like him immensely. Now watch this. A Republican, Ronald Reagan. You remember him? Ronald Reagan, president, Alzheimer's. Relax. Watch this. When he was the president, most of our senators and congressmen wanted to raise our taxes but didn't want to do it. But they passed the Taxpayers Relief Act of '86 so they could get more revenue out of you. And do you know what's funny? Banks and savings and loans failed all over North America. And then they had to open up the Resolution Trust Corporation to liquidate real estate at cents on the dollar. And most of us didn't get any because we didn't have the cents, we didn't have the dollars, and we didn't know there was a game going on. And what cracks me up, when you watch Americans and watch their habits on what they do, when people come to Vegas, what do? They gamble. They do what all the sheep do. People are very predictable. And when Saturdays and Sundays come, what do most men do? They watch the football games, the basketball games, the baseball games. And you know what? I hope all of your teams lose. If you wear a man's name on your back, you are a loser. I hope the Yankees lose, the Mets lose. I hope they all lose. I got better things to do than watch a bunch of losers run around the field. And watch this. If you want to be them, you have no self-esteem or self-respect. The game's going on, and it's not the Yankees. The game is called the game of life, and now is a good time to play. Now, all hell is breaking loose in the economy. You heard the other speakers speak. I agreed with most everything I heard. And you know what is bizarre? There's a lot of opportunity right now. You couldn't have picked a better time to get it on. However, there's going to be a major problem hit the United States of America 8 years from now. Most of you tonight, you'll blow me off and say, well, he was really entertaining. That was fun. We had a good time. But you will forget what I said until 8 years from now. We're going to have the worst inflation 8 years from now you have ever seen in your life. A guy talked about Germany and the euro. The euro is climbing up your leg. The pound has blown your doors off. Canadian money this week has gone over the value of the U.S. dollar. You're going to see the worst inflation 8 years from now. We have world record oil prices in the last 10 days. All hell is going to break loose. And you're not going to get rich by having a bunch of little single-family homes. When you have single-family homes, plus you have strategic real estate holdings, when inflation hits, it will absolutely push you forward financially so you never have to work again. Real estate is not get rich quick, but it's get wealthy slowly over time. I've trained a lot of people in the business. I've trained NBA basketball players, NFL players. NFL stands for National Felony League. And I've trained all kinds of famous people. Donald Trump, have you ever heard him? I've trained Donald Trump Jr., Eric, and Ivanka at a 3-day class I taught in a little place called New York City. Why would Donald ask me to train his kids? Because I teach world record street moxie real estate. And if your daddy isn't rich, it might be a little harder for some of you to get it on and position yourself. But we're going to show you some cool things that you can do. Talk about the market timing, some things. Is Clark County going to continue to grow over time? Absolutely. It is a destination location. Nevada is in the top 5 best states to invest in the United States. You have a sister state called Arizona. It's number 2. People are leaving California. Wealthy people are moving out and poor people are moving in. Is that true? That is absolutely true. They're going to have more problems in California than you can shake a stick at. Be careful where you move, because you might just move right into the quagmire.